How's it going, and welcome to The Guitar Effect. My name's Rob. In this episode I'm going to be talking about this, my new first gen Yamaha Revstar P90 equipped guitar. But before I do, I'd ask you to please like and subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you can be kept up to date every time I put out a new video. So, this is the Revstar. Give me a second and I'll read the model number for you. It is the RS502. Okay, I'm not no good with model numbers of guitars. And what this is a very, very roughly Yamaha SG2000, I think they were called, shaped Revstar, which is in a line that's been around, I'd say, for about 5 or 6 years now. This is from the original line. They've recently got a revamp. It's in billet or billet green, however you want to say it. And what it is a 2P90 set neck guitar with a 24 3/4 scale length. Which I wanted to get a new P90 guitar. I was going to buy the new Larry Carlton Sire H7, I think it's called. That was what I was going to get. And then I saw this on a local free ads website here in Ireland. And I've been after one of these, or wanted to try one of these for a long time. And it was at a decent price, so I said I'd take a punt on it. And I must say, wow, what a guitar. Part of the reason I'm making this video is my band is going to Germany to gig and record in March of this year. And I can only bring one guitar with me. Definitely bringing this. This covers off an unbelievable amount of ground. And I've been super impressed with it. So, just to tell you a little top level about it, as I mentioned, it's got a wraparound bridge, 2 P90s. These P90s sound absolutely unreal. It's got this like wide-ish kind of feeling neck. It's very, very comfortable to play and fast. Sort of a C-shaped profile, I think. It's not super slim, but not super chunky. It's got a volute on the back of the neck here, and it's got just these die-cast machine heads. It holds its tuning relatively well. It needs a new set of strings, and the G string is going out of tune, but I think that's just because it needs a new set of strings. I've only had it for about 2 weeks. 3-way selector switch. So as you can see, like, it's a pretty handsome looking guitar. Interesting thing about this, I think this is a fine looking guitar. I don't think it's a absolutely belter looking guitar, but I think it's a fine looking guitar. And for example, like, I think all Jazz Masters are beautiful. I think all Jaguars are beautiful. I think my Orville Les Paul I have is beautiful, really standout, beautiful guitar. I think this is a great looking guitar, but nothing to write home about. And yet, both times when I've taken out at band practice with both bands, all the musicians be like, "Oh my God, that's a beautiful guitar. What is that?" It's just funny. Beauty is entirely in the eye of the beholder. This is probably the most aesthetically pleasing reaction I've got from any bandmates of any guitar ever. I think it's a grand looking guitar. It's nice. It's not amazing, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as I said. So, first thing I think we'll do is take a listen to it in a track to give you an idea of the tones of it. So this is one of the songs I'm going to Germany to record. So I'll be using this guitar to record that song, and I'll be using it to play it live. So have a listen. Okay, so there you go. I think you can hear the sort of mid-range and top-end clarity that it has on that track, and how it handles effects really, really well, fuzz and delay and stuff, which I'll go into in the audio sample. Before I do, I'm just going to quickly run through the specs, and I'll stick some pics of the guitar up on screen while I do that. So here you go. Okay, so starting with the body. The body is mahogany, it has a maple top. Nothing particularly startling there. The neck is set in. It's got a scale length of 628 millimeters or 24.75 inches. The neck is mahogany. The neck profile is just called medium. It's a rosewood fingerboard with a 13.75 inch radius, so pretty flat. It's got medium. It's got jumbo frets. The nut's plastic, and the nut width is 43 mil. It's got satin nickel hardware all over. It's got an adjustable wraparound tailpiece. It's got die-cast tuners, and the electronics are simply called Alnico P90s. It's got a master volume and tone and a push-pull on the tone knob that brings in like a high-pass filter. So there you go, yeah. That's the specs on the guitar. So I suppose the best thing to do now is have a listen to it. Okay, so as always, I'm playing through the Koch Studio 120 head, using the direct emulated out on that into a channel on the interface, and then I have my HX Effects pedal board on the floor, which I'm going to stick up on screen now. So as you can see, I have a Minotaur on the HX Effects, which is a clone. I have a tape echo, a 70s chorus, a 60s bias trem, and then in the loops I have a Bogner Ecstasy and a Pictronics Distortion. They'll all come into play as I showed the guitar handling different types of gain. So, clean channel on the Koch, which is slightly pushed, with flat EQ and the bright switches on, and here is the 3 different pickup settings. So neck. So a little bit of gain if I play lightly. Okay, so that is the neck pickup. Middle pickup. And bridge pickup. Like I said, the clean channel's a little bit pushed. If I roll the volume back slightly. Middle setting, volume back. Neck. Just going to turn the volume up a little bit on my interface. So yeah, you can see that the characteristic of this guitar is that it has that sort of low mid-range that P90s have, but also that top and bottom end sparkle. Very much a single coil, but a really fat single coil. And then on the middle setting, it has that like single coil chimey kind of. It is going out of tune a lot. Apologies again. Okay, and then on the back setting, I have to say the back pickup sound on this is glorious. So you got like this really present, like warm bridge pickup with loads of attack. And then in terms of effects, it takes delay really lovely. So it has that, it's like the mid-range gives extra atmosphere if we put it onto the middle setting. Really big and round. But not muddy. And then I can put a chorus on and go for the kind of 80s thing in the middle setting. It's lovely. Loads of clarity. Back pickup. must say it's one of the most impressive sounding guitars I've played in a while. I'm really, really enjoying it. And then bias tremolo. Neck pickup handles like moody lead stuff, gorgeous. Bridge pickup. You can hear that top end cutting through. So on clean and atmospheric stuff, I think the mid-range off the guitar compared with the top end just really gives a beautiful sound, right? So like starting with the gain then on the Minotaur, the clone off. Then onto the Bogner for kind of just standard sort of Marshall style crunch. Glorious. Bum note. And the neck pickup. It's a glorious sound. Almost like neck pickup telly light, but really, really big and beefy. Neck pickup. I very rarely enjoy the neck pickup, like traditional Marshall sound on any guitar, but that's gorgeous. So the last thing I'll go on to then is maybe playing a bit of lead. Okay, so again, just glorious. You get that mid-range thing, but with really nice defined highs. On the neck pickup. So finally then moving on to fuzz, turn on the Pixtronics Distortion Micro. Sort of handles muff In that case, a mid-push muff sounds really well. And then if I go on to the Fuchs fuzz, you get a more spitty sort of thing going on. Guitar handles everything really, really well. Okay, so finally coming to this pull switch on the tone knob. Bridge pickup, full volume, nothing on. Just loses some bottom end. It's quite a different tone. Oh, that's with the filter on, the filter off. It just loses bottom end. For a sort of a picky part. With the filter off. Filter on. Middle setting. We'd open up a whole other tone on the guitar. And next setting. And then just very quickly some distorted sounds with that, with the bottom. That's with the filter on, with the filter back off again. Yeah, so the filter adds another dimension of sound to this guitar, as if it doesn't even need it. It's so powerful without it already in terms of its frequency range that it covers off. That switch just adds an extra tone to its palette. Very, very impressive guitar. So there you go. The Yamaha Revstar, whatever the model number is, I shall look again on Anderton's website. The RS502 in billet or billet green. Really, really impressed. Very, very versatile guitar. Cool looking, unusual. Really looking forward to gigging and recording with this. So I think if you're looking for something that has that P90 sound, which is a very individual sound, this is a really good place to start. There's 3 models of this available now. I think like an entry model, a middle model, and then a high-end model made in Japan. These ones, the original series, aren't available anymore. They've done some upgrades with stuff in the neck and different chambering in the body and stuff, as far as I know. But I mean, I can find no faults with this at all. Not so far anyway. I think I got this for about €600 second hand. I think the new ones are about £1,000 for the middle range version. So yeah, if you're looking for a P90 guitar that something has its own thing going on, isn't a Les Paul or isn't a Strat or isn't a Fender or a Gibson or a Gretsch or anything like that, this is its own thing. It's different, and I like that. Check one of these out. They're actually becoming very, very, very popular, and I can understand why. It's incredibly well built, sounds really, really nice, and is lovely to play, and has its own aesthetic going on. So yeah, the Yamaha Revstar P90, definitely a guitar worth checking out. So if you've watched this far, as always, I thank you, and hopefully I'll see you in another video again soon. Any questions about the guitar or any of the equipment used in this video, shoot a comment down in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer, and hopefully I'll see you in another video again soon. Oh yeah, please like and subscribe as always, and take it easy. Bye.